Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Wilkinson vintage style full block guitar tremolo. Now this has a pop-in arm, it's a 6-screw mount, it's a direct drop-in for your Kramer Baretta Special or your Squier Bullet Stratocaster, 10.5mm saddles, 52.5mm string and screw spacing. It's got a 36mm block, so that's a shorty block, it will definitely fit your bullet, and it's a full width block. Okay, let's go ahead and get this open, see what we got in here. So we've got our pop-in arm, and of course there is a set screw on the block. So just a standard pop-in arm. As you can see, we have vintage style saddles on this tremolo. Some people like them, some people don't. I actually prefer them. Now we have black screws, it looks like. Yeah, black screws and springs. Some people may not like that. I actually think it looks pretty good. So we have a nice wide block on here. There's your set screw. Now being 36mm, it will fit, like I said, in your smaller, thinner guitars. It's got a thick base plate. So looks to be made pretty well. I've never had problems actually out of the Wilkinson products in the past. Now this was ordered via Amazon. Came from Music Lily. So let's see what we got inside the box. Should have our springs and screws and everything. Yeah, so we have a user guide if you need that, and of course we have our packet of goodies that has our trim claw, our springs, our screws, a pick from Music Lily. So this is what the tremolo is that's on here when you get it. It's pretty standard for an inexpensive guitar. See these on a lot of Squiers as well. Thinner base plate, block saddles. If you look here, we have almost nothing to the trim block, but we do have 3 springs. Of course, they have this locked all the way down, so that's unusual. I've actually never seen that from the manufacturer before. Now, if we compare these two, about everything is better about the new one. It's thicker. You can see just from the top profile here, the plate is thicker. You see it better even on the side. So you've got a much thicker base plate. You've got the thicker block. As far as the saddles, I don't know how much difference there's going to be. The bent saddles may be a little heavier because the square ones are hollow. If you flip them over and look at them from the bottom, you see the sides are routed out on both of them, both sides. But overall, this is a heavier block. It just feels better in your hands. So we're going to go ahead and get it installed, get the intonation and action set up on it, and see how she does. Again, make sure you set that screw for your trim arm. I actually didn't set it, so my arm moves very freely. So definitely don't forget to do that if you go to install one of these. Okay, so once we have it installed, now I chose to take my springs and make them straight instead of at the V, but that's your choice. And of course I don't have it locked down to the body now with the trim claw. From the top, it's a great profile, matches up perfect. And this took just a couple minutes to install. I mean, there was no issues whatsoever. Take the old one off, drop it in, put the new screws in. It's just great. I did have to adjust the intonation. Every string but one was just a little bit sharp, but that's not a big deal. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of content, please click like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to stay notified. Leave me some more comments and suggestions. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, keep playing.